Right, we have a game. So this is game number 5 for all you YouTubers out there. Chorf versus Wood Elves.
No, it's not an option.
5-1-2.
No, it's not giving me an option.
12 players.
Right, I'm completely bored with doing this now.
Yeah, I'm bored of it as well. To be honest, I'm fully bored of it.
What's this game you're playing? Will everybody in my division please sign into and accept their tickets so I can look at your teams and decide if I've got anything to worry about?
Do I want to use it? Nah. Just a bribing a dirty
See you in a bit, Tony.
Bribing a dirty play goblin.
I'll put the options. Don't be difficult. Go on.
It's not Tony, it's Tyranno. You need to rename him. It's not Tony, it's Tyranno.
Tyranno, do you want to be called Tony or Tony?
No.
Or Tyranno?
Or Tyranno.
I'm in 3A, James.
I've renamed him.
Hello, Weewa. How's your dad?
How's Jeff Weewa? Have you spoke to him since the Newcastle game earlier? He was
Weewa's
in
dad's
pieces
not
earlier.
called Jeff.
Yeah, I know it's not his dad. It's his mate. He was
called Tony, actually. Surprising.
He was in pieces earlier. I was talking to him on the way home.
You've never been to a football match in your life, have you?
I have. Grab him by the balls versus... Oh, someone. Do you want to kick or receive? I'll receive, please, Bob. Andy, where are we meeting in Bergen? I think by the steps in front of the main statue. Probably a good idea. We all know where that is, right?
You got different headphones in?
Yeah, I don't really like these ones.
You're trying to look all street and hip?
Yeah, I've seen some of the really cool YouTubers doing it, so I thought I would. That, and I could hear what's going on in the rest of the house.
Huh? James Jenks' 5G. They're getting that in London, aren't they? That bloke out of Footloose was on telly talking about it, wasn't he? Kevin Bacon's.
Is Kevin Bacon, has he been hit by any operations that I need to know about?
No, I don't so.
No, alright.
It's good, Kevin Bacon.
Hmm.
We're spending too much time around Andy. Well, until the
What do you mean?
until the other show starts, I've got to really.
What do you mean, other show? What do you mean, other show?
Nothing. Can't tell you.
What? Whoa. What?
No, there isn't one. Ronin's being very patriotic towards Wood Elves. I think I have recorded with Rick, actually, in the past. I think. I've done a guest slot with Rick, haven't I?
I think you have, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Right, you're on none, you're on 4. You're on none. You're on 4. You're on none. I'm quite concerned that I'm going to get split here. And there's splitting options, and Chorfs don't do well split.
There's only a couple that we haven't co-hosted with.
Yeah. I think I'm going to play narrow here. I think I'm going to play narrow.
You'll receive it, right? Aren't you?
Oh god, I am, yeah. Double bribe.
For you?
Yep. Well,
Cracking.
He's got 1 and I've got 2. So we'll very much enjoy the double bribe.
Newly subscribed Weewar is asking, do you have the Hobbit or Wood Elf team to give away?
No.
Oh, it's a stamping on the war dance. I mean, that's a given, isn't it? Absolutely, Kerris. I'm all for that.
Yep.
Don't tell Ronin, though. He's quite keen
been
on
casualty
the
on
elves. How did what were you playing last season? Birds.
Yep.
What happened to them in the end?
They didn't qualify.
Like not even close, or just kind of lost interest.
It wasn't Bert's last season. Sorry, it was.
Elves.
No, it was Pro Elves.
Pro Elves, that was it. What happened to them?
What happened to them? They didn't play enough games. They were on course to qualify. They just didn't play enough games.
No. Oh well. Are you concerned this season about the typical drawback with choosing to qualify or try and qualify with Chorfs, in that so does everybody else. So the competition's enormous.
Not as much.
I think you're going to have to play quite a lot of games and be successful.
Yes, that's very true.
A high bar, isn't it? The qualification.
Yes, that is absolutely true.
Will it be all right?
Well, right, we're only playing in 2 leagues now. So,
Which are those then?
OCC, and that's for the next 2 to 3 weeks. And I might well drop out of that for a season, but I will be going back to that team, so I really enjoy it. And the Crendorian Invitational. Yeah, they're the Orcs, and then the Crendorian Invitational, which I am very likely to carry on playing in.
Is that a long-term thing, or is it just a competition?
It's a proper league, but it's invite only. Hence that you don't dick about and go yes, no, yes, no. I think there's an element of once you're in, you stay in, or you clear off.
You could rage quit, for example.
What?
Not saying that you're gonna, but hypothetically you could, right?
Well, I guess you could rage quit. I think long term that'd be a bad move, right?
So when do you get to meet Crendor then?
I think he's the final level boss.
Oh, you're playing Elactomte. I've played him.
Have you?
I'm sure I have. Know the name.
Oh.
Hold the bus. They're fouling you back.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm going to get bribes.
Do they have a bribe as well?
They do, yeah.
Get the ref, eh?
Yeah. Bastards.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah.
You've got a dirty goblin, though, so...
I do. And all our players come with thick skulls, so...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh, he's got sidestep.
How you doing, Dorito?
That's a bit disappointing.
Very disappointing.
Yeah.
We're going to keep fouling the tree, right?
I don't know, because the tree's not really the value here.
No, the war ponsters are, but you can't get them because of Mars bravely hiding at the back. Because his won't. Dorino's got a Necro skill question. First skill on a white and on the team. Guard or Mighty Blow.
First skill on the team.
Mighty Blow, isn't it? Mighty Blow.
Both are not wrong. In all seriousness, you won't go wrong. Guard is probably the slightly more powerful skill. But, and this is the but, if you go Mighty Blow first, you could then go straight into piling on, and a Mighty Blow piling on a second skill, when you could realistically be looking at picking that up very early on in the career, makes a lot of sense.
However, Necro teams typically blitz with the wolves, don't they?
They do. So it's like short-termism from that perspective. Where are they?
Yeah. That's a big problem with Necro, though. They can't guarantee you're going to get a double for your wolves.
No, you can't. And therefore, Mighty Blow piling on a lot of the time is actually the skill to go to.
Get it!
We didn't get it, sadly.
Bloody resilient trees, aren't they? We ummed and ahed a bit, Dorino, really. Andy's talking Mighty Blow piling on is quite beneficial. But then I introduced in the mix that you tend to blitz with the wolves. And if you do go Mighty Blow piling on with a white, you do get very short on guard, because then you've only got the two golems and the other white to sort of obviously pick it up. I think it depends. Do you want to be snipe you with an effective killer quite quickly, in which case Mighty Blow piling on for the white? Or if you're longer term and you get a Mighty Blow wolf, you can you'd go guard. So it depends, I suppose. There's nothing to stop you having Mighty Blow piling on and guard. Though, if you piled on, obviously, you know.
Jenny says every time I take a tree with a wood elf, it always lets me down. Yeah, they're expensive. They're the same price as a lineman and an apothecary.
A wizard and a babe.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with either, in all seriousness. There we go. Right, you can start being obnoxious next time.
Definitely want the second wolf before second ghoul. Wolves are just flat better than ghouls.
Oh God. They're not even on the same stratosphere, are they?
No, they're just flat better.
Yeah.
Polyopsis says, why are you not using 0 to 10?
What do you mean?
I don't know, it's just what he's asked. I don't know what he meant either. Puppy's pointed out that War Dancers sat there all ripe for the picking.
It is, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's a go for it, and then that's a smash, and then I get a Mighty Blow hit as well. So that's what we will be doing.
Oh, hey up, Gav Coleman's here. Gav, hello, how you doing? Broadcasting legend, Gav Coleman.
Ladies and jelly spoons, we give you Gav Coleman.
Hi, Gav.
I want to hit that tree in the chops.
What, give it a boot in the roots?
A boot in the root. Yeah.
I'll learn it.
Oh, for fuck. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
Bazinga. Well, that was annoying, wasn't it? Oh, baby. Andy, that sucked.
Hi Gav, how you doing? Thanks for popping by.
Do we want to get Gav on the chat? Gav, you come in on the chat.
Jesus Christ! I mean, that is a swing and a half. That was a 2% into a 4%. No, it's a...
How did Gav know that that bull was going to injure itself failing a sprint? It's like that we've set out the Gav signal.
And the mighty blows, the dirty players at risk. I mean, that's collapsed the drive. That's how bad that is.
Oh, it's all gone wrong. Gajai says, no, I don't want to talk about it, Gajai. It's too depressing.
Fucking hell.
Ha!
No, that's bad.
It's knackered now. No pressure, Gav, but just FYI, you actually can broadcast and be on Twitch shows on your phone. I did it. We did the mobile broadcast, didn't we?
Hmm.
We went
Right,
to the little cinema room. Ooh, guests, is it? There's too many elves now.
Yeah,
10-10 versus Wood Elves. Oh,
well, we're going to hit this one.
yeah.
I'm going to bring the ball carrier over to load and assist.
Come on, get in on this. He definitely wants to. Well, it's do or die at this stage, isn't it? You know, there's no point being cautious because that'll just be not going to score. You've got to do something overt, I think. No bueno. Karen's is asking why the GFI to make the ball safe, mate.
Yeah, it was cage corner dodge.
Yes. To burn the one. Yes, that too is. That too is well done, you dragon. Woodies are goodies. Is that like Tom Tate? He used to watch the show, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Is this hello?
Yeah, he said hello.
It's hello specifically to me.
I'll say that. Zunk says hi.
Hi. Fouls are not working quite up to scratch yet, are they?
No. Which one of the balls was it that completely let himself go? Oh, it's Hellboy.
Hellboy.
Yeah.
Well, he panicked, didn't he, really?
He didn't have anything to do, though.
Panicked.
So we're going to have another kick in the war dancer. We can kick in the ding-dong of this war dancer.
Right. The tree's going to get up, though, in a minute, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's always the slight concern, isn't it, when you've got a tree, that it just gets up. Now he's fouling us. Yeah. There should be no more
Did
fouling.
Alec Tomte say Zunku, as Duderino suggested? That's a bit harsh. So just being sociable.
He didn't say anything, actually.
Fine.
He just went, yeah.
Whatever. Body armour, thank you very much indeed. Rushing up towards the 2-year mark.
It's impressive, though, isn't it?
And Louis Eifers resubbed, I see, earlier. And Jeff as well. Thanks, fellas.
There's been a plethora?
Deluge.
Yeah, lots of them. Oh, got one.
Plethора's got more of a... it suggests a range rather than a large quantity. An onslaught of subs, exactly, Distorter.
An elf of subs, where you get quite a few subs, but you're never sure which one you want to...
No, that doesn't work. A landslide. What does... what was that injury then?
it was badly hurt because he apothecaried it.
That is the perfect injury result.
Well, it was MNG into a...
Oh, I see. No, I was just what James Jenks said. Perfect injury as a result at this stage in the game is badly hurt, just on the basis that he might not apothecary it and it won't come back.
Yes, agree.
Yeah, but MNG though, Yohannian, fighting chance, a competitive coach might go, sod it, I will apothecary that. Whereas badly hurt is the you might just eat it, if you see what I mean. That's where I'm going with that. Oh, thanks, Negate. See, Tomte said hello back and you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Pay attention. A lot of typing for a smiley. Panda, this isn't the new room. This is an existing bedroom. It's just a different room till the new room is actually ready.
That was the shit move. I've left him 2 dice on the ball here. Very poor.
Yeah, I think even if they've been badly hurt on that War Dancer, that is arguably his best player. So fighting chance. He was going to apo it anyway, I suppose. There is more than one room, Baz. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms. If you exclude porch. Yeah, 5 rooms.
Unbelievable. The other war dancer's coming in. Oh, it's failed the leap.
Yes, 5 rooms. Can you imagine? Oh, you don't want to be lying down there. You definitely want to stay on your feet at this stage.
Yes! In the chops.
Oh no! I hope nothing terrible happens to that war dancer who's lying there
all on his own
on the floor, all vulnerable with his soft wobbly bits hanging out.
I can't imagine me saying anything to that player at all.
Like that. Whoa. Elves do burn, don't they? They're made of wood. Bottles do break. Go on!
Glass. Right. You punch that. You punch that. You get an assist and punch that.
Do you know, sitting like this, reclined, does make you want to eat grapes. It's very, you can see where the Romans did it, can't you? You feel like just grape. James, see you later.
Take it easy, James.
Yeah, what's happened to the tree? Has it just been trying to get up but can't?
Yeah.
Right.
The dwarf,
Go on.
The dwarf took a little sort of axe to it and
chip it away.
Yeah.
Hey up, Rex. Thank you very much indeed. Head in, Rex.
Who did he get? Did he resub?
It certainly has.
Wow. Okay, right. Apply the dirty player.
And this is just a temporary arrangement, Rex. Wait till you see the new room.
He's out of here.
Is he?
Yep.
A bit.
Well, yeah, but you'll. That's fine. You only need to be a bit out, and
I don't even need the grapes peeling. I eat quite a lot of grapes,
Peeled
but they come in. They come in those, the tubs of fruit you get for £2 from all the supermarkets too. You get melon and grape. I like those.
Do you?
They're nice. Yeah, I like grapes.
The only sort of grapes I've seen are
Go on. I'm interested to know what kind of grapes you've seen.
No, it turns out I haven't seen any grapes actually.
Well, there's that, and you could, or alternatively, Aardvac, you could try an artillery barrage.
Oh, of grape shot.
That's almost a good joke. It's not quite there, but you've got the foundations of some quality comedy there, Andrew.
And
yes.
And together we'll be better.
Now, if I'd said instead of artillery barrage, if I said there's nothing wrong with a wood elf that a shotgun won't cure,
yeah.
and then you'd said grape shot, that would have worked.
All right, should we do that one?
Yeah.
All right. I like wood elves, me.
Now, Fan Fox has reminded me about wine.
Oh.
The 700ml, aren't they? Wine bottles usually 70 centilitres. Anyway, either way, wine, isn't it great? I like wine. I haven't had any wine for ages.
Actually, wine is actually bad for you, Zunk. So that's a good thing.
No, it's not. St. Peter said, "Have a little wine for thy stomach's sake."
No, he didn't.
Absolutely, yes, he did. Absolutely fine.
No, it's wine.
What's wrong with wine?
It's bad for you. It's got tannin in.
You're thinking of tea, Andy.
It's also in wine.
Well, those are two things I like.
Yep. Both bad for you.
What's wrong with tannin?
It makes you go yellow.
Wine doesn't make you go yellow.
No, but tannin does.
You know how you there was the whole is yellow.
Yep.
Oh, hopefully I've demonstrated
Yep.
that I'm not yellow.
No. Oh dear.
Very bright light shining through that window. It's a bit distracting.
Walk to the light, Zunk. Walk to the light. No?
I'm not particularly pale either, though.
No, I suppose you're not really, I suppose.
Maybe not. You are.
I'm not.
Borderline pale blue, you.
Pale blue? How am I blue?
Rex says, drinking coffee and tea reduces the odds you get variable abdominal cancers. Released by according to a report released by The Who this year. Pete Entwistle and Roger Daltrey both got qualified as doctors and came up with that report. That's amazing, Rex. Great fact.
That's like a factoid, isn't it?
No, you promised me this report was released by The Who. Well, it's very misleading. You can guess what I'm going to say next, can't you?
Uh-huh.
Well, let's hope we don't get fooled again. Like that.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Oh, hold the bus. Murnad has just subscribed for the first time. Murnaz, thank you very much indeed. Welcome to the show. Are we back on the King Casimir III of Poland facts? I think we might dip our toes into that salty, cold water of the lake of King Casimir III of Poland facts, if you'd like to, Slade. Donkey Dragon says close to 100% of dead people were exposed to both oxygen and dihydrogen monoxide in their life. Well, I was not aware of that, but thank you, Donkey Dragon. That's probably true. The report said they could see it for miles. Thank you, Keno Frost. And Rob Powell has just subbed, also for the first time. Rob, welcome to the show. Thank you very much. By the way, Murnaz and Rob, please type !list. And eventually, sometime next year, you appear on a team.
Probably.
You know what the list is.
You're fucking kidding me.
Now
Oh
what
my
have
god,
you
that's
done?
stupid. Oh, it's not. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The other way to get on a team, and this is just for information, this is not trying to bleed money out of people. The other way to get on a team is to be a top all-time cheerer, and then you'll be basically a permanent feature on my Orcs teams. In case folks are wondering how the teams are chosen.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Hey, go on!
What is it with... Oh, go on. What is it with the two bulls? Did they pre-arrange this, like, just to wind him up today? You know, when we've got a sprint, we've all got, like, sure feet. Why don't we just throw ourselves Neymar-like to the floor? Was that a thing?
Did I must have missed that.
Come on.
So, what could you do here? You could go... Well, you could do that. That's very optimistic.
Hang on. Bring it back again. Is the tree rooted?
No, the tree's not rooted. You could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Panda Warrior's got a theory that your bulls have been cooped up too long, and now they're a bit frisky.
Well, it could be that, couldn't it? Or it could be that once your bulls have been kept up for too long, they sort of swell up, don't they?
So you've got swollen bulls, and that's why you keep tripping over them. Is that what's?
They need releasing, don't they?
Well, you could just let them roam free, couldn't you?
Like dragons, they have to roam over a large area.
Do they? Yeah, I think you could keep a dragon in a quite a small area as long as it just had lots of sheep and virgins and whatever else dragons eat. Well, that can't be right, Mark, can it? Because where did Megatron come then? Is it the stork? Of course, dragons are real. I've seen them on that documentary with the blonde hair and Sean Bean and that.
Carry on, blah. Here we go. Right, I'm going to walk the ball in because I haven't got any rerolls, and that gets me sure hands. Hooray!
We're doing a cracking job of leveling up the hobgoblins.
Yeah, I know. I haven't scored one touchdown on anything that's not AG2. No, one touch. What does that mean? I mean,
no, he did score. He did score a touchdown on your left Bullock last game, didn't you?
Oh, I did. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you were handing off your bulls. And that got you 3 points, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to earn $20 the hard way? What the KO rules? You got yours back, did you? Do you have one?
KO? No.
I was just reading what Puppy was talking about. Orky the Lizard, thank you for the follow. Welcome, program.
Oh, the sidestep is out. That's good. So he's got to do it with a movement 8.
You've got Dirty Goblin off the pitch. Is that what?
Yeah, we want that because
Doesn't really matter, does it, at this stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
Are you still playing Magic the Wanker?
No.
No, be honest, really. I won't be scathing if you are, but are you?
Not really. No.
A bit.
I play it from time to time.
No. Would the US military be able to defeat dragons? Wonders dragon. Well, probably, because in that documentary with the blonde bird, just some bloke on a boat with a harpoon took one right out, and then there was this Scottish bloke with a spear. He took one out. So yeah, I mean, surface-to-air missile, bosh. That would do it, wouldn't it? I can't remember the name of it, but there was a film ages ago that speculated.
Star Wars.
No,
Predator.
They had a bunch of American Special Forces lads in an Apache helicopter in feudal Japan, and how long could they hold out against the onslaught of katana wielding Japanese warriors?
Well, I reckon it would be 2 minutes longer than the supply of bullets they were given and or jet fuel they had for the helicopter.
Well, they'd want helicopter fuel really for the helicopter, wouldn't they?
Well, that's
can you imagine? Can you imagine the embarrassment? To sort of Bravo Charlie to base. Yeah, I'm afraid we've misfueled the helicopter. Oh, you've not fucking put jet fuel in again? Yeah. Did you start the engine? Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna have to set the engine now. It's gonna need a fuel rail now. Well, hang on. Someone ring the insurance and see if we're covered.
Nah, it turns out we're not. We put plane fuel in the helicopter. Oh. I wonder if any pilot's ever done that. Because I know I've seen people do that with cars.
Pretty sure the pilots aren't responsible for putting the fuel in. Pretty sure there's a special bloke for that. Reign of Dragons.
I don't know.
Reign of Dragons. Hang on. Reign of Dragons. I've seen that. That's
Oh fuck! It's.
Oh God,
no,
who's in that? I want to say is what's it called?
Rob
There's a bunch of famous people in it.
If you're having struggles, we are streaming this at 60 frames per second at 1080p. We are. So just knock it down a notch, and it'll stop being a problem for you.
Why 30 frames a second? It's not like we're moving
60
very.
60 frames a second.
But why? The video cameras don't work at 60.
They do. My one does.
Mine clearly isn't.
Well, no, it's because you're smaller.
What was that movie called that had dragons in it, sort of military people and stuff? Reign of Fire, that's what I'm thinking of. Reign of Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Reign of Fire. And it was...
Let's close some web pages now. I've got quite a few open.
And it was... Christian Bale, that's right. McConaughey and Christian Bale, they were in that. There we go. All sorted out. I wouldn't have slept in that then. Jenny, yes, my stream's locking up slightly. Do you know what the problem, Andy, is? I think you're ambitiously streaming at such a high resolution, and Ava's watching, I don't know, Horse of the Year show or something, and your broadband's not up to it. That could be a thing. You've gone silent, Andy. Can't hear anymore.
I know. There we go. I was just knocking the setting down slightly. There you go. Now, just one for here. This is fouling a thick school player. you've got more chance of sending yourself off of causing a removal.
How to chat.
Hey up. Hello, Lee. How you doing?
How are we doing?
Good to see you. Did you get the car fixed, mate? That's the pressing question.
Oh yeah.
Gerard Butler was in that as well, but so was Matthew McConaughey as well. And Patrick Bateman. I know they were in it as well. There was more than 2 people. Do you see? McConaughey was in it as well, I think. Wasn't he?
Yep.
Right. I've Killjoy's not here, is he? Right, I've just got to nip downstairs for about 4 minutes for no apparent reason. See you in a minute.
What?
Nothing.
Why?
Thanks, sec. Well, look, I just let. Hang on.
Right,
I'll just
fine. It's fine. I'll just
let
talk about
Percy-
the game for a bit. It's
Percy
fine.
Percy the Pillow can do a bit of broadcasting whilst I'm gone. See you in a sec.
Percy the Pig. Okay. Bye. So back to talking about the game for a bit. Apologies there to you non-game fans. So the snow is really bad for the Chorf because 6 of my players are movement 4. 2 of my players are movement 9, except they're not now. They're movement 6, and 3 of my players are movement 6. All of his players are 6, 7. 7, 8. Apart from the tree. That's bad. This is very bad. Now, if I was him, you could potentially play out for the draw here because you've still got 10 players. Both of the annoying war dancers are back. Oh, you. It's kind of an ideal kickoff result, really, wasn't it? What the thing? Nobody. Because the tree can now come in and tag out 2 players, so that actually makes it 10-10. Dealing with a tree means I've got to put an awful lot of resource into dealing with it for a turn, potentially to knock it over. It's not really worth it. And we don't want to see the ball go off, I think. Oh, Jester, how you doing? All right, no worries. We'll play the UK World semi-final after this game. So we're going to have to be really careful this half about overcommitting, undercommitting. So if we overcommit at all, we will not get it back. There is a serious drop in FPS. Settings. I'm going to go and try and change something. Output. Settings. Stream. I can't drop the FPS from 1920, 1080 down. I can try and lower the output settings a little bit more and knock it down to 3000 kilobits a second. Try that. There you go. I've just taken 25% off the available bandwidth. I hope that works for you. So the Elves doing the right thing, spreading out, making it so we've got to actually try and chase them all over the field, which we can't. And this is a tricky one because if we go and chase the ball down, we won't necessarily get it. There's a problem. Apologies for your question, but would you build Chorfs differently in the league rather than CCL? No, not really. Blows a reroll, I suppose, because he doesn't want to see the ball go off the field. But if it had gone off the field, he's probably covered. To be fair to him, he is probably covered. I think I'm going to leave that. There is very little available to blitz. We'll stand you two up. We will hit here. I think we could have just shored that up a little. Oh, fuck off! We could have shored that up a little bit. Had we pushed, I could have failed, which is a 5+ injury roll. I literally want to swap them two round. What about that? That. And we'll just leave that as a problem for them to solve. There we go. Hello, Toronto. This reminds me of playing vampires this half, which is when you're playing as vampires, you need to let your opponent come to you, because if you chase them all over the place, it won't work. You need to sit in the middle of the field and let everyone come to you so you can then attack with Hypnogaze. If you start running all over the shop, chasing them around, your Hypnogaze is a lot less effective because you get spread out. And I can't chase him around loads. It's just not a good idea. Does only have one reroll. What's the record of the Chorf team? 4-0, I think. I think it's 4-0. Okay, this turn plays itself.
Back.
Welcome back.
Okay. What's the record with the Chorfs? 4-0?
4-0, yeah.
4-0. Very good.
That's all right.
Negate says, Andy, how would you play the vampires versus lizards matchup when the Sauruses don't have any skills as a vampire side? Have the vampires got any skills? come back to that one when it's no. Well, it's not your go, is it? You can answer that.
No. Did say this turn played itself.
Well, whilst you're thinking about it, we were asked, can you explain the potato in Blood Bowl terms, please? Just chuck it about, or hot potato. No, potato is when you run off with a ball unprotected in the hope that your ball carrier won't get brought down, but without any real protection.
We'll swap that out and that can dodge away next turn.
Oh, Fire Talker's here, whom we have seen before. Hello again, Fire Talker. Nice to see you again.
So why did you take the push on the ball? Because it was quite a clever play, because he was looking to pin the ball centaur against the sideline, and then next turn he made me have to do something. So I played the whole turn through, and then I would have had to dodge the ball centaur away. So he was trading up a potential surf.
Where did the term potato come from then? You know, as we know
McCain,
it.
I think. Oh, I see what you mean. I don't know.
You're thinking of Nando's again, aren't you?
Oh, so nice.
You have to sacrifice some thralls to keep the Saurus occupied. Yes, that would work.
Hang on, what's the question?
Playing vampires against lizards, where the Sauruses have got no skills yet.
Well,
blitz them with your block vampire, I suppose, is the obvious one.
It's a bit of a difficult matchup because if nobody's got block in your hypothetical scenario.
No, he's got one. He's got one blodge vampire and 2 dodge ones.
Oh,
the problem that the vampires like to face is lack of tackle, because vampire teams tackle is low on the list of priorities for early skills.
Yep.
Hello, Beamer.
Right. I think we're losing slightly out of sequence here.
I'm hoping Andy's going to answer your question. I've not forgotten.
And we do have a double bribe here. Right, you're going in. I'm going to push that out of the way.
Indoctrinator, thank you for the flow metal will program. Oh dear.
Hit the mighty blow. One answer.
You're just trying to get more dancer off the pitch here. Positionally, this isn't brilliant for where it is it? You want to be a little bit more central with some of the players. I guess they're too low.
I do. You're right. I do, and that's why I'm going to back that off.
What the Wood Elves would seek to do here, Elf fan, is drag all the Chorfs over one side of the pitch and then switch on them. So the trick Andy's trying to get is to stop them being able to swoop back round to the east as Andy looks at it.
So that's why our strongest player is there, because he can put one back in. I would rather see him do something now than nothing, and I've gone and pushed a load of players in. So I do fully accept that he could sod off with it, which I think there's a reasonably decent chance that that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
And then we play 2 turns of chasing him into the end zone, and we get 3 turns of trying to score ourselves.
Podiops is wondering why he didn't push the War Dancer and get another hit. He'd already moved, I think, Podiops is.
Okay.
Into that one. I don't think it was. If that's what you mean, I don't think there was another free hit to be had.
Push. Oh, there was no, because he went and pushed in. He went and pushed in. He went and pushed in.
They'd already
Yeah.
stepped a pace forwards prior to that, so they'd all moved. Was the answer. Orky the Lizard's asking the Woodies are way too bunched up. They are, but being Wood Elves, this could be a cunning ploy, and then they all just scatter. Hence, Andy's got like an L-shaped formation there. Oh, hello. So, this is a potato, by the way. Apposite that he should do that now, as we were just talking about it. The tricky thing is that you can do that with one War Dancer. He's going to need the other War Dancer to join him. Otherwise, this could be tricksy.
He's almost got to not throw the block as well. So he's got 1 dice on the on this guy, but that was. So I think that was I think that was not the right move, because no matter what he does now, almost no matter what he does, all right, okay. Of course, if you make both dodges, then it's fine.
I think you're overthinking it, Weewar. I don't think there's any real reason why it's called a potato, other than it just is.
Yeah. It's not
this
clever.
And the Podiopsis is right. This is fast becoming not a potato play because the War Dancers are right. This isn't quite good enough, though, that he needs somebody else, because it's a very good chance you can just pile forwards. Oh, here we go. He's trying to get another player. Can you get through that? No, he's done quite a good job there.
He's done enough.
Good luck, Tony.
Hey, you got one. TDS, well played, sir. Now, if we knew that was a... No, that's not good.
I'm quite confident now.
Is there any way of...
In case you were wondering, Andy.
Wondering what, sorry?
Quite comfy.
You're comfy? Oh, good.
Mind you, last time I did this, it made my neck hurt by being in the same position for too long, because it was that comfy.
Oh, yeah.
Fatin thinks there was some guy called Spud in one of the leagues, and this is confirmed, and it was Spud's signature move, so hence it was known as the potato play. Yeah, that makes sense. It'll be one of those things, a meme that started off because somebody did something, and then it just kind of became common reference.
Try to foul on this as well. Oh, got one.
I mean, this isn't terrible as long as you can pressure the elves enough that they're going to hurry and score. Where it becomes a problem is if the elves just want to hold out for a draw, which they might. They might.
I want a Chorf blocker back. So if we go...
Hobgoblin fouls really do look like they're putting their little heart and soul into it, doesn't it? And all that work to treat. What a beauty. Nullified the tree rather nicely, by the way. Why did you put the tree so far over to one side?
Because he was tagging out to my players, but with a little bit of trickery here and there, I was able to
extricate them.
Extricate them, yeah.
Yes. Oh, didn't kill that one. Now then, key thing here: Mighty Blow Dwarf's free.
He is just going to go and chase down that War Dancer. So I think, and I'm just going to dodge the Chorf away. Oh well. If the Chorf had made it, he'd got to there, and that would have been quite helpful. I'd probably actually considered that we'll go for it. But
I'm quite a long way behind here. You just move the ball next to the ball.
The ball next to the ball.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How long ago was that?
10 seconds. Not very long.
Just watching it Twitch.
Um.
Yeah, well, you want to keep dodging the Chorf, even if because the fighting chance the tree will root itself if he keeps moving across. And at two squares a turn, he's basically out of it.
Yeah. Oh, the tree's. I mean, the tree's already rooted, but the tree's toast. So that's fine.
GFI Joe, which is an excellent name by the way, asks, "Do you have sure hands?" Don't think
No.
so yet, but nearly.
The goblin that's got one of the goblins that's got block has now got to his second skill, and that will be his next skill. Sure hands. To try and limit the damage that this type of matchup can inflict on me. So, now, weather. If everyone can collectively pray for weather, well, that'd be lovely.
Well, there's always weather, isn't there? Different sorts, but there are always some.
Yeah. We really
What kind of
want
weather you're hoping for?
Just nice weather, really, I suppose.
What, nice and sunny?
Yeah.
I think we were still wrestling with the potatoes question. Are you happy with the explanation of potatoes, we were?
He said no.
I'd hate for you to leave the show confused.
Not again.
Could happen.
It could.
Okay, well, mission accomplished insofar as has scored but leaves you 4 turns to win it.
Yeah. Which is viable.
Oh, it's fine. This is still part of the plan.
Yeah.
Right. To recap, there was a bloke who played in Fumble called Spud, which is another name for potato. Like, think about Spud you like, you know.
He does like spuds, doesn't he, Weewar?
Can't remember, to be honest. His dad used to make chips. Remember that. Anyway, so Spud, aka Potato, had a signature move where he'd run off with the ball without a screen, just hope for the best. Hence, the term was born doing a potato.
Oh. Clever, right? Right, we've got 4 turns. We need to think about this.
What is a Blood Bowl potato? It's something I've heard a few times. I fully understand. Johnny Knoxville in The Ringer, basically the main character, plays a mentally challenged person who isn't actually mentally challenged. I remember that actually. However, since he believes the mentally challenged to be slow, one of his lines is, "I can count to potato." I'm moving up the field without any protection in range. Bad move. Okay,
Potato, potato.
It's a bit of a stretch for GP, I think. Bit of a stretch. I don't know really what to believe now, but anyway, that's what it means, and just go with it.
Yeah, that'll do.
Valkyrie says, and then Spud, looking to escape this
Yes!
tarnished reputation, changes his name to Space Cadet. Steady. Literally no one knows. Well, no. But that's the thing with memes, isn't it? Cheers, Fiction. The Space Cadet Academy of Ball Protection. Look, he wins, doesn't he? So, you know, go with that. You're going to have to let this go. We don't really know. We've come up with a few plausible theories. That's as good as we're going to come up with.
go on. Yes, levelled.
Oh, you're ahead of me now. He's spot the tension.
Okay. I mean, that'll be good if he gets that down and levels.
If that happens, that would be good. Go on. Why? I wonder why when I launched Blood Bowl, watching it on the telly, does it launch in a very small window? I mean, like a quarter of the size of the TV screen.
I don't know.
You know how normally at the top of virtually any program on a PC, you've got the dash to minimise it, the cross to close it, and then between those two, you've got the two bits of paper to go open it up in a windowed tab.
Yeah.
You've only got the dash and the cross, and the full screen one's greyed out.
Oh, it'll be
Why is
because
that?
your TV can't support the native resolution.
Well, I think it probably can. What with it
No.
being a fairly recent 4K Samsung telly.
No, it is that. It is.
What?
Look, I don't make the rules up, to be honest.
But
Um,
I bet that's somewhere in the settings.
you need to go into the game client and go into the settings there.
Try that.
And the other thing you can try and do is select native resolution.
What, on the desktop?
Yeah.
With video settings?
Yeah.
The NVIDIA control panel.
Yeah.
Right, alright. We'll go in video control panel. Native.
Apodeopsis says, can you still find the end zone while scoring? No. It's good, but it's not right.
Change resolution.
I wish I could do accents.
Yeah, no, the resolution of the telly is currently set to 3840 by 2160, which is native.
Yeah, and the Blood Bowl can't do that. Blood Bowl only goes to 2600, 26, whatever it is.
It goes 1080p. Right, so if we choose that and then click apply, it's got 1080p. Balls of screens go, whoa, that's big. Ugh.
Hi! Does that mean that on your TV
so
I'm
big?
massive right now?
Well, Andy, the Blood Bowl, of course you're massive. Hang on. No, that hasn't fixed it.
Oh. You're going to get better TV.
Oh, no, we'll see Blood Bowl slowly. I don't want to take a screenshot. Windows is being very intrusive today. Stupid. You were right though that Blood Bowl can't be played in 4K, which is so. There's nothing wrong with the telly. I don't need a new telly. What it needs Blood Bowl 3. Settings, graphics.
It turns out Blood Bowl 3 is actually not that far away.
Oh, hang on. Resolution.
Yep.
Yeah, you can play Blood Bowl in 4K. I've just set it to 4K.
Oh, nice. Right, you don't need any more go for it. It's the score now. Let's go for you two.
We don't want.
Where does it go for you two?
I do. I bet it's amazing. Just launching again. It looks pretty similar to it does in 1080p and stuff.
Is it?
Kinda.
Is that good?
It's a bit crisper, I guess. Bring a team up. Joined a competition. I know.
Fly tackle. Lots of tackle.
I think although it's displaying in 4K, I don't think Blood Bowl's really benefits from it.
No.
Let's change that back to 1080p graphics. Oh no, it's gone back to 1080p. It's weird. Oh well. Whatevs. Just close that. go. Yeah.
Our opponent's joined the chat.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, Alec Tomte. Hello, how are you? Where have you been? Welcome back. That's the main thing to take from this. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. To see you. Nice.
Yeah, I'd spotted that, Mark. I had a quick look. So they've got some Nurgle and Chaos in there, which, but depends how horrid they are. They might be alright. Hello, Wormthrax. The Chorf grind is going awfully well. This currently 4-0. Oh, Wormthrax, thank you very much. 20 months. Much appreciated, boy. Much appreciated.
I'm not sure that was a great turn. Oh, Wormthrax, thank you very much.
Um,
And thank you both to, and this happened a little while ago, but I'm slow, Murnaz and Rob J. Powell.
we talked about that at length a while ago.
Did we?
Oh, yes.
Mm.
I did. Yeah. Nurgle by Vanguard's one of the Scottish tabletoppers. He's a good laugh. It depends how much claw he's got, Mark. You know what the orcs are like in claw. Not big fans. Do you know? I'm not altogether certain that you're going to manage to penetrate the elves here, Andy.
Don't you worry about me penetrating elves, I've got this.
What are you going to do? Hope to just get them drunk and hope for the best.
No, we can push down our left flank. It'll be fine.
Oh, good. I was worried, but now you've assured me it'll be fine.
No.
It'll be fine. Oh, you can't move him. He's got to stay there, otherwise you just go down the middle.
That's fine. We've got this. We've got this. Did you say
So,
fam? Did you just say fam?
No.
Ah, okay. Just checking.
You do have a bull tagged by the tree. That's annoying.
Yeah, I made a slight positional error at the very start of my 15, which was that I didn't move something when I didn't need to do something. Like, I need to move a bull centaur, and everything else was slightly one square out because I didn't do what I should have done when I should have done it. It sounds like a cryptic answer, but
that'd be fine.
Yeah.
It's just one die block.
Not anymore. That's very funny we were.
You're back to your frolicking bulls again, aren't you?
Yep. Right, you're getting up. I would love to see you go there. So that's the move for me.
Would love it if they went there. Would love it.
Every time anyone says anything like that, I always think of Kevin Keegan.
Well, that's exactly what I was alluding to, isn't it?
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, right. Was it really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Clever me, aren't I? Right. So, ball carrier needs to be there.
Hello, Larkstar. Larkstar says, for your information on that tree blitz, take route not allowing a block. Blitz requires a square of movement, a block does not. So when take route sprung, the blitz gets cancelled. I believe the game treated it correctly.
Oh, is the game coded it right, has it?
If you've got a rooted tree and then blitz with it on a player who happens to be adjacent to you, it's still treated as a block, was my understanding of it, which I think is what Larkstar's saying. And I've not played enough Wood Elves to have tested it myself. Shock horror. Reuters breaking news. Doesn't play Elves.
Right, ball carrier doesn't go for it.
Panic Muffin is speculating potato incoming. I don't think so. I think cage advance is what's going to happen here.
I need to make some go for it, which is a shame.
Yes, but then that's your drawback with Chorfs, that if
Fucking slow.
the bullocks are all busy frolicking, you've got to do the caging, well, to some extent with Chorfs, which means you've got to do go for it because they're only little. Having said that, it does look like you've just about done it.
Just about.
Probably. Well, that's cunning. Oh, didn't knock him over.
Our dodging away from trees has been rubbish. With 0 for 3. Oh well.
0 for 4.
The good news is we don't even go for it to score.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does.
Polyopsis says, "Don't you want to dodge with the bull first?" Well, he hasn't got break tackle. The bull,
So
does he?
I was more looking at. I hadn't got a reroll, so I was like, well, it's a 3+ to get a goblin out, who could then just go and be annoying.
4+ for the bull.
And it was 4+ for a bull. I would have gone for both, but I was just going for the thing that was slightly more likely to work first.
I think the Polyopsis was assuming you got break tackle on that.
Yeah,
on that
no,
bull.
both bulls have just got blocked, sadly. And this is another game where we haven't.
Break tackle on the bulls, I would argue, could be second skill choice.
Yeah, I'm going to go break tackle on both. In the first run of Champ Ladder, when we played these, I was very lucky that somehow I was able to score on the AG2 pieces all the time, and the team got like a turbocharge. In this run, we've been chasing wins in all of the games pretty much.
Yeah.
So I haven't scored on the AG2, and therefore, oh, that's unlucky. Ooh, okay.
Don't know what's happened yet. Oh, okay, here we go.
And so we've been chasing down other stuff.
It'll come. It's early days. It's
Yeah, it will.
this is only game 4.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was a good reroll as well. Yeah, I agree with the Polyopsis there. No, there's still a way forwards. I think it's blitz an elf out the way and then dodge with the hobgoblin. Oh, hello. Is this going to stop that?
This will be fun. We get to play Tetris.
I'm thinking blitzing the northeast elf from the northeast, pushing him southwest, and then liberating a path to dodge out that way. I think if that makes any sense. Robbo's here. Hello, Robbo. Congratulations on the football. So, who's going to push who? Yeah, the blitzer I was thinking would be the dwarf, the Chorf, just southeast of the ball. But 1, 2, 3, 4. You'd need one go for it to do that. How else could we do it?
Too bad for Newcastle was pleased.
What about blitzing from the southwest? If you move the northeast goblin out the way, so you can blitz the elf next to the ball from the southwest northeastwards into the ball, pushing the ball northwest.
Yeah, the ball
How
will be
complicated was
chain
that?
pushed.
Oh, Robbo, thank you very much. Yeah, Newcastle was disappointing. Lack of tactics, wasn't it? Well, we were. It's not a shock that Manquillo's no good. That's why Rafa didn't play him all last year. But that Joe Linton looks like he's got some ability. And to be fair, Shelby at the post, didn't he? Hit the woodwork, so... Still, it's depressing. I worry about what Steve Bruce is going to do, though. Yeah, Frank Lampard's introduction to management. Just the 3-0 then, Frank. Well, it was 3-0 when I got out of the car. Did it finish? By the way, if anyone didn't know and is hoping to watch Match of the Day, sorry for just out in the scores there. Oh, it finished 4. Gosh. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Steve Bruce has got every bit as much ability to make players worse as I'm Pardew. Uh-oh. Push him.
Oh, I'm sure there was a better solution to that.
No, I could see what you're doing there. That was a sound effort.
I'm sure there was a better
It's just the
solution
dice
to that.
weren't cooperating. Yeah, that wasn't stupidly optimistic.
Oh, ball centre MVP, that's good. So, second Chorf blocker gets an MVP. Sorry, level. We shall have a player with guard. And you... Wash your hands, so things are a little bit safer.
Well, impetuous lad. That's what I was explaining in an impenetrable fashion. That blitz from the southwest and push the ball east was what I was thinking.
Yeah, I wish I'd got round and done it. And yes, I was. Apodeops is trying to use the timer a little bit there.
I should have used it. I should have done a critique video and gone, now Andy's made a mistake here. This is how he should have played it. I've been all, smug Simon about it. Couldn't have done that.
That player had got sidestep, impetuous lad. That was the problem.
Well, I didn't notice.
The best piece of the play from the turn before from him was he had a dodge player that was sandwiched between my tackle and my other bull centaur, and he made the 3-up dodge with no reroll. If he hadn't made that dodge, it was really easy to get out of. The bull centaur comes around the back and pushes into the chain of people, but he makes the 3-up dodge. Now a lot of people would then have carried on and put him towards the player, but he did a really good job of not moving that dodge player again and tying up the bull centaur.
So 3-1-0. Not unhappy. So we got sure hands on Thorax. How do you say that? Thorazak. Thrasrail. Thrasrail.